So orgasm and ejaculation, for a man, are these the same things? In my experience, no, they are not. They are two distinctly separate things that can be separated. With some practice, you can have an orgasm without an ejaculation, no problem. Orgasm is essentially just it's a pulsation, and it might be a physical pulsation, it might be energetic pulsation. You can have energetic orgasms where your energy body's pulsing, your whole body's pulsing. And what most people experience as orgasm is a very limited genital orgasm, just in their penis. This is speaking for men, of course, where all their pleasure is focused on their penis, and the aroused energy builds up, and then it releases out the penis. The semen releases, and they ejaculate, and that's what they start to associate as the climax of sex, as an orgasm. But this does not have to be the case. With proper training, you can separate the orgasm from the ejaculation. How do you do this? Well, it takes some training and learning to work with the rest of your body. You need to be able to move the energy. This is all energetic, in my approach to it at least. It's very energetic. You're working with the energy channels of the body, the acupuncture meridians, and so when your attention's placed in your genitals, as most men probably do, they're just focused on all the stimulation on their penis as they're getting more and more aroused. And of course, as the energy builds up and builds up, it's going to go out the path of least resistance, which is ejaculating out the penis, sending the energy out that way. And this doesn't have to be the case. You can, when you start to open your energy channels and work with the rest of your body, you can start moving this energy so that when you get aroused and the energy, the tension builds up. Instead of ejaculating, you can move it through the body, moving it through the energy channels, move it anywhere in the body. Especially what we start to work with is in the practices I'll be teaching, is what's called the Microcosmic Orbit, which is this energy pathway that travels up from the perineum, from the base of the torso, up the back of the body, over the head, and then down through the front of the body. So when you open this pathway, you can start to move your sexual energy through it, so that as you get aroused, you start to just breathe that energy up the pathway. That pathway becomes the new pathway of least resistance, so that as your arousal builds and builds, that energy moves up the pathway. So you're not getting this crowded, tense, aroused energy building up in your penis that has to explode and ejaculate. You can start to move that tension throughout your body, that sexual tension, and you'll start feeling your whole body pulsating. And this is how you begin to start having full body orgasms. Now, the thing to bear in mind is it's going to be a lot different than what you have typically experienced as an orgasm. It begins as something a lot more subtle, but the more you practice and the more you open your energy body and move this energy and start to really build up your energy and move it around, the more intense these orgasmic states will be, and the more profound sexual experiences you'll have, and it eventually becomes far superior to any ejaculatory orgasm, in my experience. And so I will be making some videos on practices to start cultivating this energy, start moving it through the body. And our sexual habits are often the product of years and years, of habit. And it's going to take a little time to reverse that, but it can be done with persistence, with practice and training. That's why it's called sexual kung fu, which is that which requires daily training. So once you begin to take control of your sexual energy and retaining that energy, that's the most important thing for these higher orgasmic states, is to be practicing semen retention, building up your energy. When you're constantly ejaculating it out, losing energy, you're not going to have the energy built up to create these orgasmic states. So it's important that you start practicing semen retention and building up your energy and start to work with it on a deeper level, and you will eventually be having full body orgasms. So I will be showing you guys techniques how to do this. Thank you for listening. I hope this benefits you. Have a great day.